All right, everybody. What's up? What's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi. Um, I was just out and about, and it took me a little while because I had to go to more than one place. All right, and the reason why this is significant because there's some stuff that's going on, and I'm kind of wondering right now how many of you are experienced what I've experienced today. Okay, all right, and I'll explain what I mean in a minute. See what's the best place to put this light. Oh, right here. Well, anyway, I got a light bulb back there. So anyway, so what's going on is this. What's going on is this is that let me go hit that light back there. I went to grab some stuff, and what I've noticed is that there is basically no one left in town that is of Middle Eastern descent. I find that kind of odd. So I go to the store where I usually go to get really fresh fish. It's closed down. I go to another store. It's closed down. Um, I saw gas stations closed down. It's mostly them. So I'm wondering what's really going on. Maybe somebody can help me on this. I don't know who could, but maybe somebody could help me on this. What the hell is going on? Why are these places closed? All right. So I found it very, very strange and alarming. And I was very alarmed. All right. And so that's one thing. The other thing is, I'm pretty sure y'all know what happened today um, with the FDA. I've been telling people for a while that our government has been sold out. And you can't trust them as far as you can throw this planet. All them clowns. All right. And I'm serious about that. You cannot trust them for as far as you can throw this planet. So one must oh wow, it did the whole thing. One must be weary. One must be weary when it comes to this. Hold on for a second. Wow, interesting. Hold on for a second. Wow, interesting. Okay, so it just won't let me do what I want to do. Wait a minute. Okay, so basically, I want to bring some stuff up real quick, but right now, the brothers that can need to be looking to get out of Dodge. All right, they need to look to get out of Dodge. And I would recommend East Africa, countries in East Africa, not necessarily Ghana, but countries that are not in the not under the thumb of the United States. What's up, B the Great B? What's up, David Bowman? Simplified Texas Marine. Your diet, what's going on? Backwoods Rider, what's going on? All right. So that's where we're at. Hold on for a second. That is completely where we are at. Okay, there we go. All right, so y'all pay attention to that. So let me greet everybody real quick. Horton Hadugu dog, all the way to the bank. Vasas los bonjour mes amis. Kedu bawani konnichiwa. Nia nia ma sani bonani jumbo habaragani. Assalamu alaikum and shalom. All right. Now, right now at the moment, the other thing I want to do is I would like to wow, this is, and they're just running roughshod all over the Constitution, over everything. They're doing whatever the hell they want to do to destroy the country. They are literally, the Democrats are literally trying to destroy the country and the people in it. I just looked at Pelosi did a maneuver to bypass the Congress to put forth Biden's agenda. Hold on. And here's the news. Pelosi dares modern Dems to blow up Biden's agenda. So basically, everything they are strong arming and forcing everybody. All right, now we know that a bunch of African leaders who had the lowest rates of disease in their country, that's, you know, that special disease, they ended up dead. All right. These people that's in office now, that people put in office, are just doing whatever the hell they want. And if you don't like it, well, your family might disappear. All right. Hey, bro, you know I'm doing a live, right? I sent you the notice. All right. You hit me up on the live. All right. So basically, we are in a very dangerous place in this country, and the danger has come from the inside. Okay, so I want y'all to understand this. We are in a wickedly dangerous place in this country, and this comes from with the inside. I told a lot of you brothers that y'all need to get your passports. I didn't say get your passport to go see the honeys. I never said that. I said honeys would be waiting for you when you got there. I said we needed an exodus. I said that the BW is helping them to destroy us. I said that. And lo and behold, that is exactly what's going on. All right. Now, before we get into my experiences, I wanted to make this thing right here. Colombia versus Brazil, right? Before we get into that, I wanted to share this with you. And then as I share this with you, I want you to understand it, something. See where I put it. Oh. Maybe I put it up here. Let me see.
Post on Instagram, and it's dedicated to all.
Okay. Now I'm gonna point out some obvious. I'm gonna point out some obvious things in this video right here. All right. The first thing I wanted to know is, are y'all able to see the video? And were you able to hear? Are you able to see and hear the video? Okay, so a lot of jobs are going to mandate the stuff, right? And if they're going to mandate it, you need to say that they're going to be held liable. If they want to mandate this stuff, then the job itself has to be held. You can hold the job liable. All right. You get a legal document and people are writing them up, right? You can, because the job is mandating it, you can hold the job liable for any danger that they cause to you. And you can demand that if they're not going to sign a contract holding them liable to any dangers caused to you by the vaccine, that they're going to force on you, all right, then make them fire you so that you can sue them later. It is estimated that in a couple of years, people are going to be dropping like flies by the very guy that invented the stuff and other professionals that know about this stuff, who are such professionals that they outrank all the people that's making these policies. But the media and the government is hiding their voices, even though they're the creators and they know the most about it. All right. And this is why I said we need to get out of here. And we have to get out of here in such a way that, and the sad part is that a lot of the dudes that went somewhere, they didn't make a relationship with people so that other people like them could come and be saved. They went in a selfish manner, right? And they really sold the community out while at the same time making money off of the community by saying that they're pro-whack. I want y'all to understand this. If I was y'all, I would learn some Spanish. I would learn some Spanish and develop a skill instead of working for somebody. All right. And the reason why I would do that is that you got one other thing that's going to be your adversary, and that is the BW. Because they talking all this stuff now, they will sell you out to save their own skin. And you best believe that as SH hit the fan, you'll be the first one thrown under the bus. You best believe. Right now, they're talking like this. Pay attention.
Post on Instagram, and it's dedicated to all you women who say there's no good men out there. There are no good men out here, say many women. Actually, no, sis, they are out there, but they avoid you because you're disrespectful, you're unappreciative, you complain all the time about everything, you're materialistic, the opposite of a wealth builder, you're loud and unpleasant, you're a slay queen, whatever that is, you think your career is more important than family, you don't even like children, you're negative, you're a user, you think it's for fun, the way you dress is embarrassing, being with you would be like being with another man, all you do is talk about yourself and what you want, you have standards but are actually below standard as wife material. This ain't even negativity. This right here is accountability. Y'all want men to be accountable all day, but once it's your turn to take it, you don't want it. If you feel hurt in the slightest or any of these points apply to you, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Now, I want to say two things about that. As we get into this, right? One of the dudes noticed that most of the women claiming they're Hebrew women that follow these camps, they are as single as the other women. And they was curious as to why all these women are single. And this is gonna parlay into our discussion today. Those women are single because they do not submit to anybody either. Ain't gonna. All right. And so what happens is, as people try to figure out what's going on with them, you got to understand this. If these women have not been a partner to you to grow with you, as stuff hit the fan, you need to, if you want somebody, you need to get them out, get women from out of this particular group that's here now. Straight up truth. Facts, as they say. All right. And the reason is, now we get to my experience. And if anyone else have traveled outside of the United States and have some spirit experiences, now is about the time to start sharing them. Okay. And so basically, wrong button. Basically, I'm right here on this. Brazil versus Colombia. And this goes across certain diasporas. What is going on here is that I've been in Colombia for a while straight. My Spanish got better. And remember, I didn't speak Spanish before I went. I speak it now. All right. And in Brazil is good for right now. All right. In living in these places, they are freer than you are right now. In living in these places, they are freer. Okay, I want you to understand that. They have more freedom than you do right now. Their job tests them. Understand this. They take a test, but they're not mandated to do anything. I want y'all to understand this. This was the difference between the two. And I'm going to break it down like this. All right. And it's plus or minuses. And Brother Texas Marine can attest to this. I had a girlfriend that now I'm just kind of moving away from, because there's some stuff going on with that, right? That I'm suspicious of, right? So I had a girlfriend. It was kind of immediate. Texas Marine, he came down to Colombia, and he could tell you. I don't even have to speak for him. He could tell you. This woman looked at, now I translated for him. That's all I did, was I translated, because he didn't have to do a damn thing. This woman looked at him And she was all on them. It is really that easy. And yes, they have a height thing down there, but I'm your average dude, right? So basically, the point. They have a height thing down there. Hold on for a second. I'm your average dude. So the point of this is this. All right, here's the point of this video right here. The point of this video is that I'm not telling you what's going on with the high dollar man. All the time I've been talking to you about how easy or difficult it is to find a relationship. Who's going to like you, who is not going to like you. The whole time I was talking about this, right? The whole time I was talking about this, I was talking from the point of view of the so-called average man. Now, let me define what average is. Average is your ability to travel consistently to these places and spend time there, enough time for a woman to get to know you. Like if you have a job and you do vacation, and most of your vacations are here in these spots. All right. So that's that. Now, here's my experiences between Colombia and Brazil. We're going to go with Colombia first for this reason. Even though as a dark Afro male like me, the other thing that Texas Marine had going for him is he's not a dark male. Understand this. So he had his color and height. And in these places, that makes a difference. That makes a difference. The darker you are, the more difficult it's going to be to try to holler at that honey you like. All right. But I wouldn't fret, because if you like this woman for a particular shape, trust me, somebody that'll like you back will come back with that shape. So what am I saying? I'm saying colorism exists in females everywhere. The difference is it's still way, way easier for you to find a relationship with these women, given your color, dark like me, language barrier, and all the rest of the stuff that the BWs hold against you in the United States. If you're a good, decent dude. Now, understand this, brothers, and you know this is the truth. When I say the BWs hold this against you, if you are a good dude, I mean exactly that. Because if you sell product in the hood, the kind that gets you put in the pen, they love them kind of dudes, the BW. No matter if they're short, tall, gold teeth or not, smart or dumb, they don't care. That's sexy to them, the BW in the United States. And when they don't like them, they go to women. And the women could be short, fat, dress sizes. They could be weak, because they're going to be. They could not be able to protect them. And even though these women know that these women should protect them, when an altercation comes and they got to deal with something other than a woman, because I seen this happen in Georgia. The woman was like, why didn't you protect me? And the other woman said, I'm a woman too. I was like, what? But that's what she said, y'all. She said, I'm a woman too. Exactly. David Bowman, exactly. So basically, I would say escape. Mexico looks good too. And it's cheaper to go to Mexico from here. All right. So you got options. The reason why I brought this up first is I had a Caucasian looking woman like me in Colombia, and y'all saw the really, really dark one. Now, if you meet them on a dating site, don't do it. Not in Colombia. Because they're full of game and they're trying to use and abuse you. They're trying to extort you. All right. So when I went there, I talked to, I met another woman. She was fine. Now, I'm not sure if she was going to medical school or not, but she told me she was going to medical school. All right. And she was another one. She looked straight like she came from Africa. Nice shape and everything. All right. Nice shape and everything. I sent some a picture. All right. And so what happened is, let me see if I can do this. What happened is with this one, hold on for a second. All right. With this woman, let me put myself up here real quick. This was her. Now, the reason why I'm putting this up here is, all right, is that a lot of these women, she wasn't the only one. A lot of these women will show up from the dating sites. So this was Columbia Cupid. And what they do is they look for Americans so that they could go out for expensive meals. They do the same BS that people in that these women here were doing. All right? The same BS. All right? So they was doing the same BS that these so-called women over here do. All right. And so, but the first woman that I met from Colombia was a dark sister. And the thing with them is they are top heavy, if you know what I mean. They bring the milk, if you know what I mean. And that's the biggest difference between them and, so they bring more milk than a caboose. They bring more milk than caboose. But even when they bring milk and caboose, they are in better shape than the BWs in the United States for the most part. All right. For the most part. All right. The women, hands down, who are in the best shape is the Brazilian women. But we'll get to them in a minute. So when you go to Colombia, you're likely, if you're going to go to certain places like Santa Marta, Cartagena, and Cali, you're going to be able to pull one of these. All right, somebody that looks like this. Because it just is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. when you go to Columbia, oh, Columbia University, these people still ask me to come to their college. Okay, so when you go to Columbia, this is going to be the deal. Now, in Columbia, you are more likely to meet the woman on the right, and you end up with her, than the one on the left. And here's why. The one on the left kind of have the same mentality and baggage as the American woman in Colombia. When I was talking to the woman in med school, all her sister have children from thugs and drug dealers. All right, and you might not want to get caught up like that. Even the first woman I was messing with there, she had a child. All right, and it wasn't that I pursued her. She kept pursuing me enough that, man, I was like, all right, whatever, right? But then some other stuff started happening. I said, no, I don't think so. And I busted a move. I had to bust, yes, that's right, a move. All right. So in Colombia, still, it is the women on the right who will pursue you more so than a woman on the left. If you are a dark brother like me, if you are brown like Texas Marine, and you're tall, these women like that. Okay, they like that to the point where they won't ask any other questions. All right, all you gotta do is show up. All right, now I'm gonna tell you something else about the Colombians. The other thing that I noticed about the Colombian women is that most of the Afro men who are who have these women as wives, I have yet to see a brother that had as a wife a woman that looked like the one on the left. But then again, when you produce children and stuff, dudes ain't spending money to come and marry you to be responsible for some other dude's child in the hood. And that's the same kind of hurt that the BW is going to go through. Because even when they see this exotic man come up, these men don't want them. And now with all the games, especially the one what this woman did to the hoop star, oh, they ain't going through that. They ain't trying to. Oh, they ain't. No, 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 no. All right. And so that's what's going on. Oh, okay, 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 okay. I'm gonna tell him. So he told me to tell you about the salsa incident, right? So there's two things I can do very, very well for real. Okay, that I only joke about here, but brother Frankie knows because it surprised him. Okay, it surprised him. I can sing for real, for real. All right, and I can dance. And by dance, I can dance the salsa, merengue, bachata, right? So what happens is that if you know how to dance and you dance well, these women love that. They love that. So much so that I was dancing with one of the women in my room, right? I need to hey man, I haven't even talked to her in a minute since I've been back. Texas Marine. I need to talk to her. But anyway, when you know if you go to these places that are his um that all of them are Latina. So Haitians, Latinas. Brazil, Latinas. That Latina simply means Latin-based language. Haitians speak French, and French is a Latin-based language. All right. If you go to the Spanish Latina communities, know how to dance. Dancing will pick you up a woman. Yes, indeed. When you can, when you can dance well, all right. One, it surprises them, right? And so she was teaching me this other dance, right? So I was doing my little salsa things, swing, twirling her around and stuff. And then she was teaching me this other dance. And if I didn't know any better, I was like, this woman's slow dragging with me. Okay, so some of you old school people that remember the slow drag, right? We was literally slow dragging, you know, the old school, this is your woman, or this is the woman that decide you gonna be her man, that kind of slow drag, right? And I was like, this is the slow drag, right? Only it wasn't slow drag music, it was still this salsa music. And I was like, wait a minute. So what I did was when she first showed me the dance, I put my feet in between her feet. Nope, nope. She was just full front. And I was like, man, this is like the slow drag, right? And I was like, oh Lord. So yeah, she was trying to holler at me. Trying to. She did holler at me. All right. So yeah, that's what happened. So learn the salsa. Learn to do the dances, right? Now, here's the other thing. Here is the other thing. Maintain your own culture. You need to bring you, because they're going to look for your direction. Right. Yes, 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 yes. Cortez Smith. Plus, they worship whiteness if they're darker. Um, right. Hey, what's up, Captain Marvel? What's up, Cortez Smith? What's up, Frankie? What's up, Alvin? Hey, Roland. All right. And so basically, these are all the things we got going on here, right? If you know how to salsa, merengue, all right, just those two, the merengue is easy. But if you know how to salsa and merengue, and you go down there, oh, if you go to Cali, Medellin, or Cartagena, Santa Marta, if you go to Santa Marta and you meet a woman and you know how to dance and they got this square, you can meet one there. And so when you go to the places outside of Barranquilla, um, when you go outside of Barranquilla, like to Santa Marta, people will look at you and they see you dark. They're like, man, this dude wasn't even dark like me, but he was like, man, you dark like me. And they're happy to see you, the brothers. So the brothers are cool as a fan. All right. The brothers are cool as a fan. All right. But the women, here's the thing. And I'm gonna still go with this. It's harder than in Brazil to find you someone. You got to just hit the ground. You got to go out a lot. Oh, they'll want to go out with you a lot. There was a brother down there, but you can't spend money, no money on them. Go to the park or something. If they say they want to eat, they want you to buy something for their children, you tell them no, get to skipping. That's the biggest thing. And trust me, everything they doing to you, they do to the Colombian men. The difference is you're ignorant. You don't know any better. And they're going to play you for that. See, that's why they look for Americans, because the Colombian men understand who they are and they don't play that. It's a pump and dump culture for a reason. So when they're complaining to you about how they're pumped and dumped, especially the ones on the left, it's their own fault, right? The one in the blue dress I sold, I showed you. All right, I didn't want nothing to do with her because you're not going to hold me accountable for something for your jacked up choices, right? Now it's like, oh, I'm gonna have to let this one go, right? And so I wasn't about to, you weren't going to string me out, have me pay for a lot of things and stuff like that. And so that's basically it. So you got to put your foot down. You got to know that most of them were going to run game, but because you are so outnumbered by women there, right? You're so outnumbered by women that they will come to you. All right. Now we get to the Brazil side. And in the Brazil side, especially Rio, the further you get away from the city, the more likely you'll end up with a woman like this. If you go to Sao Paulo, Fortaleza, or other places in Rio, and you use a dating app, all right, the difference between the women in Rio and the women in Colombia is the women in Rio are not flaky. If they hit you up on an app that they use, or even WhatsApp, once it moves to WhatsApp and you say, let's get together, okay, you're going to get together. Bottom line. The thing is, when they look like this, they're probably going to have children too from drug dealers in the favelas. And when I looked around, and y'all know I've been going back and forth to Rio for a while. And even when I'm dealing with the children in the communities and stuff, almost every female in the communities have children and they're single moms. Some have a bunch of children, single mom. They look good too, but I ain't hollering at them. All right. You got to watch your back with these ones too. They're cool when you go where you go. Don't let them take you where they want to go. This is the difference, right? They're not going to care about your safety, and they're going to be safe, but you might not be. Now, if you speak Portuguese, you might be. So understand this. In Brazil, they speak Portuguese, not regular Portuguese, but Brazilian Portuguese. In Colombia, Dominica, and all the rest of that, they speak Spanish, but not Spanish, or not Mexican Spanish, which is called Castile Spanish, right? And so basically, when you get tied up with a Brazilian woman that looks like this, you better know how to navigate your way around. Period. You better have Uber in your phone. So even if you don't know where you're at, you know how to get back to where you were. All right. In Brazil, as a dark man like me, and y'all know this, some of y'all been watching me for a minute. Some of y'all been watching me on my channel for a minute, right? So y'all know this. Me, as a brother, a dark brother, right? In Brazil. And me, I don't do that either. Brazil or Colombia. That's the other reason I had to let the other one go. right? There was some other stuff going on, but I'll explain that later. I think that the father was in the child's. I think she was with the father of her child, the other one, the dark skinned one. So I'm not even answering calls. Um, One of the things I noticed, and Texas Marine, Tanya, I went on my god sister house, and I was like, this woman always erase the messages on WhatsApp after she sends them. And I said, that's suspicious. And straight out my sister mouth, she said what I was thinking. She's trying to keep somebody else from seeing that she's talking to you. And that's exactly what I was thinking. That was my confirmation, right? So now I had met another woman in Colombia, kind of looked more like this, a little bit more on the heavier side, right? And so that's basically it. And I met one other woman, but I picked a heavier set woman because she was just nicer. See, that's what we want. We want nice people in our lives. But in Brazil, when you go to Brazil as a dark man, you are more likely to end up with this than a woman before this. This is how the women look in the favelas. And y'all know I said, and I use the term more likely because some of you brothers are close to me to know. Some of y'all been to Brazil, right? And for the most part, I had one woman that was like the one in the middle. No, she was more like the one on the left. Hey, Frankie, you know the one with the fro. All right. She worked at the hotel. She was like the person that cleans the hotels, right? But she had children. All right. And so yeah, I just have a problem with it. And so some of y'all know from my earlier trips that I had a woman that looked like one in the middle, and for very temporary, a woman that looked like so I had. But see, this is Brazil. But these relationships here are not long lasting. They last only as long as they want to be with you. Know what I mean? All right. And so when we look at this, now let me go back to here. The longest relationships brothers usually end up with is with women that look like this from these countries. And like I said, I met a bunch of brothers while I was in Colombia. You would be surprised at how many brothers are actually in Colombia. All right. I met a bunch of brothers in Colombia, and their wives look like this. And I ain't lying. This is what their wives look like. All right. Now, I got one other major issue about everything, right? And this issue is this. The issue that I have is this. Outside of pictures that some women have sent me trying to get me to get back with them. Okay, outside of that, the one thing you've not seen me do is post a woman up when we're in our private moment. All right. And brothers, I'm saying that that's a bad look. Right. Right. And and they're loyal. They are loyal, especially in Colombia. They are loyal. All right. You get with one of them, you get with a Mexican woman, they are loyal to their man. If they're with you, they're going to be with you. And in even in Brazil, if a woman wants you, she's going to just want you, right? And basically, the woman that's really going to want you like that is going to look like that. I got Mimi still sending me messages. All right, let me say this. I have Mimi sending me messages. All right, and she's using her mom's account to do it. All right, she's done some messed up stuff, and but she like that's the dude I want. I don't care where he is, what he doing. That's the dude I want. All right, yeah, Roland. All right, she will sabotage things. I mean, shoot, she got me thinking she one of them TV mafia people. He's mine. You can't touch him. I'll hurt you if you do. You know, she seemed all innocent to me. Man, she probably got some guns hidden under her floor or something. But yeah. So her mom is cool. Me and her mom is cool and stuff like that. And Mimi knows, like, that's why I don't tell her. I try not to tell her when I come in. And then the last time I went there, that didn't work out too well because she started working back at the NGO again, and so she's going to know I'm there, and she know I stay in the same spot, so she's just going to show up, and then stuff is going to happen. And that's because these women are taught how to make stuff happen, if you know what I mean, right? And because they are feminine, they look good, and they know how to make stuff happen. They'll just bust in and start making stuff happen. Stuff is going to happen. All right. But here is the thing. When you look at the Colombian women, right, they got a bunch of different types of marriages. They got the Catholic Church marriage, was the pinnacle. They got, okay, you live with me, I live with you, and then you'll just be my wife. That's a marriage. You heard? Uh-huh. And so and so um and so that's basically it. These women, these women in Latin America, you got women all over Latin America looking for men. They're not looking for thugs, they're not looking for thug fizzles, they're not looking for dudes that don't have no experience in their life. They're looking for men that know how to do stuff, solve problems. Period. They're looking for problem solvers. When I say they're looking for men, that's what they're looking for. They are literally looking for problem solvers. And I want y'all to understand that. That's the difference between the Latino culture and the hood culture we have in the United States. And stuff is going to get so bad that it looks like Biden had said a couple of days ago that it looks like the United States is going to go to war with a major power, and it's going to be a long, as I quote, he said, "We're going to. I'm afraid we're going to go into war." Paraphrasing, with a major power over cyber security, and it's going to be and I quote, a long and shitty war. That's what he said on national television. These people have softened up the U.S. for takeover. And with the stuff that they're doing now, I believe that they're intentionally trying to destroy the military. We all know the effects of what they have done. And now they want to do this to the military. The Democrats have a lot, and the people that voted Democrat have a lot of blood on their hands. So I point all this out to you for this reason. It would be foolish to get married to any woman in the United States. However, if you're the Marion type of man, especially with all this stuff going on, the BW, I don't care what religion she says she in, I don't care how much they say, oh, we love you now, black man. They're liars. They've shown themselves to be liars. Well, I'm quoting exactly what he said. It'll be probably the only time you hear me do it. But that's exactly what he said. That's why I said, and I quote, because I want you to get an idea of what they have planned for this country, the whole Democratic Party. See, when Trump had peace for the whole 4 years, nobody was making money hands over fists off of death. Not only that, they're trying to thin out the population of the world. Lord of mercy. Lord of mercy. Now she's sending videos. I'm gonna tell you why she's doing that. I just went and I talked to Francisco because we're looking for a skateboard. He wants me to bring a skateboard there when I bring the soccer balls, the microscope, and all the rest of that stuff, right? And so she knows I'm coming down there. All right. And so I'm gonna tell you something else though. Pick one because right now I'm struggling because like Spanish and Portuguese are so close that the woman that I'm speaking to in Colombia, right? A lot of the words look similar to Portuguese, but they're not the same. So, I'm kind of having this kind of thing, tussle, as you say. All right. So basically, I'm gonna open up the line now for those that want to pop on. Right. If you have any experience outside of this, all right, and if you have any other questions, let's see. I'm gonna send the link. All right, there it is. All right, and at this time, let me remind you that my PayPal me and the Cash App is in the description box. Oh yeah, some of the soccer balls came in. So I'm gonna take a lot more of these because of geography. And I thought about something. If they want the flat Earth theory, we can do this, and they could try to kick that at frisbee. And this is for the globe theory. I like these. I like these. These are good teaching tools for children. So I might get a whole bunch more of these. Oh, I got another batch in Houston. Oh, wow. I'm going to take some to Houston. I mean, at Columbia. I'm going to go back to Columbia and take some. All right. So the other thing, let me say this. All right. So the other thing, hey, what's up, Nesman 99? The other thing is that with all this stuff going on, right? I will say this. This is why I picked Brazil over Colombia. Has nothing to do with the women. It has to do with how the community sees you. All right. So there is still racism in Colombia. There's racism in Brazil. The difference is that the Afro community in Brazil will see Afro people as brothers, whereas in Colombia, not so much. And it's possibly because that for the most part, okay, okay, man, for the most part, in Colombia, I have yet to see, I have some friends that work at the hotel, right? There's this lady that I like that work at a store right by the basketball court. Hey, Texas Marine, you know that basketball court we went to? The lady that worked in the store, I mean, the store by the basketball court. Okay, so she started liking me. So I showed her some, you know, little tricks to do with the children. Let me see if I can do it here. Do I have any coins on me? Hold on for a second. Jeez, oh Pete. All right, y'all. I'm gonna see if I can do it sitting down. All right. So who we got up in here? We got Texas Marine. So go ahead, Texas Marine. What's up?
Can you hear me?
Y'all can hear you. I'm gonna show
Yeah.
y'all something. Hold on. Let me put you back down here real quick. All right. So this is how you do this. You see this? Children love this. Get somebody drunk and play with their head. See the penny, right? Show them in their hands, and then you do like this. You turn your hands over, right? And then you say, which hand is the penny in? All right. Let's see. So what hand is the penny in? So is it in the hand that it was in this one, or is it in the other hand? Y'all saw that? That'll pick you up some women too. All right, go ahead. You in Texas Marine.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just here to say, all I did the day I met the girl I met, I just came out my room to see what the sound was. I wasn't even trying to meet nobody. I was still amazed at looking around and the culture and the food and the weather. And there she was looking at me with that look you see, like, I want him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the look she had. That's the
And
look
then
she had.
and then Nabi over there salsa and just making them girls drool in his room, sitting there grabbing them a salsa with him. It was like we just had a little corn up on our floor. Where it was like 4 or 5 housekeepers every day. And there was only 2 people on our side of the floor. So what you need 4 or 5 housekeepers for? They every day up there looking at us, talking with us.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, yeah.
hey, everything he said about what go on down there, what he does, which is nothing. He just talked to him. Is true. Just show up, be yourself, be humble, don't be arrogant, and embrace the culture. And you good.
And bring your own. Because they see, here's the thing. You got some dudes that go and they try to meet these women and they sell out who they are, right? They'll go down there. Oh, here's the other thing. So I'm in Colombia. Which soccer team did I wear? Texas.
The same one you're wearing now. And they
All
and
right.
they knew who it was. They knew in
They
Colombia
knew
who that
Flamengo. They
was.
knew it was a Brazilian team. See, here's the thing, and they was making fun of me about it, right? But they appreciate that because they know I like soccer, right? But see, here's the thing, they know I really like soccer because the team that I like is such a good team that they're popular um, in Colombia. Not popular to be followed, but popular that people know about it, right? And Flamengo, they are a local team. That's the team. And when I go into the favelas, that's our team of the favelas, right? And so and they know this, right? So it gives you credibility when you're yourself. Like when you go there with and you got a football team, the cowgirls, I mean boys, um, be proud of the Cowboys.
No,
All
no,
right,
you said
everybody like
cowgirls.
making
You're
fun
right,
of
cowgirl, cowgirls.
me. But anyway, um, oh Lord have mercy. But no, but go there because they like they like when you know their language. They like when you know their dances, but they also like that you didn't forget who you were to try to please them. You see what I mean? Oh, do it again. All right. I'm gonna do it slow so you can see what I did. Hold on, Texas Marine. Okay, you take a coin. Oh, you can't see it. Can you see it? You take a coin. Let me see if I can back up. All right, so I'm gonna do it slow. Take a coin in your hand. Turn each hand over at the same time. Okay, there it is, young boy. All right. So what I'm doing is with each hand, when I turn it over, I'm just tossing the coin to the other hand. All right. And but I move my hand so quick that the coin flies fast. So when you're looking straight on, you have a difficult time seeing what I did. All right. But and so and it's a nice thing for okay. So yes, it's a nice thing. So yeah, so when you go somewhere and you be you, all right, you're going to get a lot of stuff. Now, if you go somewhere, don't be these dudes posting these women on their Facebook when these women are half naked or sleep. That makes the community look bad. Now, it don't make people like me look bad because one, I go there speaking the language at least a little bit, and then by the time I get comfortable, I know it a lot. See what I'm saying? And so they're like, okay, he's really into us. All right, but the other people, the one dude, I saw one dude just going through money. He was just spending money buying bags and Gucci's, and these women had him at the mall and everything, right? And so none of these women are going to be good for a relationship. All right, I want you to understand. All right, if you put your foot down, you be like, no, nope, I don't buy any woman anything that we ain't actively physically involved in a relationship. All right, you if you do that, let that be that. Right? That's how you do that. You be like, hey, um, if we ain't involved in no kind of a relationship, no, you don't get to go to the mall. No, I'm not buying your grandma some food. No, I'm not buying food for your children. That they do that. And none of the men say it. So this is how you govern yourself when you go to Colombia, right? In Brazil is different. They jump your bones first. After they jump your bones, then you go out. Pretty much. If you go on a date in Brazil, it's like going to go to the mall and have a drink. All right. Now, the only women that want you to buy stuff, expensive drinks for them in Brazil, or take you somewhere to buy some stuff first in Brazil, it's a woman that don't want you. She just wants your money. All right. And she want it for her boyfriend, basically. So you don't trust them. But the ones that they see you, you hook up, you meet, and you get intimate right away, that means that yeah, she's gonna expect you to go to the mall with her. She might not want you to buy a bunch of stuff. They don't do that in Brazil. All right. When you go to eat though, she want to go out to eat, right? And a lot of times going to McDonald's is out going out to eat for them. All right. You'd be like, let's go to this fancy $100 restaurant. They don't want that mess. Oh, there's McDonald's. I don't get it, but hey, it is what it is. Hey, what's up, CJ? All right. Now, here's the thing. When you find a woman that wants you, if you treat her with respect and stuff like that, that's going to be appreciated. Unlike in the United States, that if you actually respect, these women say they want respect, but they pick the dudes that's the least respectful to them. Think about it. All right. Um, McDonald's is expensive, but it's not our kind of expensive. It's their kind of expensive. All right. So when they eat, um, hey Frankie, I showed you that, right? He knows when they eat, when these women go out to eat, right? When these women go out to eat, right? They what they do is they go places like on the street vendors or stuff, and they go to really really cheap places, right? They go to the cheap places to eat regularly, where the cheap places is kind of like a out experience for me, right? Because it's a home cooked meal. All right. So McDonald's is not an out kind of place to me because it's an everyday place for me in the United States. For them, because it's like three times more expensive than what they would do usually do, then it seems expensive it to them, whereas it's not expensive to us. So a Big Mac meal still $5, $6, right? $8, right? That's a lot of money to them. It's a lot of money to us. It used to be, right? And it's a lot of money to me for something I don't want. So that's basically how that is. And so that's the nature right there. All right. The nature of it is that um, in Colombia, Kentucky Fried Chicken is cheap as hell. It's cheaper than in the United States. Um, Let me see what else do they have. You have let's see. I'm gonna college stuff is ready. All right, so you have a lot of things like KFC. You got all your restaurants like us, and they're like in those ways. A lot of us like when you go somewhere, the street vendors is the thing, right? The street vendors is the thing. Um, and so that's the difference. The difference is I can't wait to get back to Brazil. The reason why I can't wait to get back to Brazil because I want to get on the drums again. I want to go down there. I want to get down there and start playing the drums again. You see what I mean? Um, I miss the community. I miss the community more than anything else. I miss the community because it is a community of Afro people primarily. You know, even in Colombia, I've never relaxed the way that I have when I was in Colombia. I was so relaxed in Colombia. All right. I'm serious. It's the reason I'm going back. But when I leave here or when I leave Brazil, I miss it because I miss the community. I miss actually doing stuff. I miss being tired from all the stuff that I'm doing. I miss the children, right? And I'm excited to get back there because I know they're going to be excited, hell of excited to see me. And not because I give them stuff, it's because I spend time with them.
I need to get down there.
Uh-huh. And so what it is that the children like about me is I spend a lot of time with them and I answer questions that they have. And that's it right there. And this it's the same way with children here in the United States. When I lived in the apartments and they used to just come out back, and if you just sit down and answer their questions because they're curious and know the answers, right? Sit down and just talk to them and teach them stuff. They love that stuff. They love that stuff. Play soccer with them a little bit, um, and that's basically it. And then when you give them something, it's appreciated, right? Uh, I could send them to the store. I'll give them some money, send them to the store. All right, you need to go to the store while I'm handing this stuff out and get this, get some soda pop, get some cups and stuff. And it's just, man, man. I'm gonna just say it like this. I'm gonna just say it like this. And for those of you who's been to Colombia, those of you who've been to Colombia, know you can never let this happen. When I'm handing out stuff and somebody is filming, I give my phone to one of the banditos or one of the children, but somebody else has my phone. And here's the thing: it could have been it could be one of the dudes that's just there to watch the hood for that day. So he decided he's going to help me, and so I say, "Hey man, just film this." I don't know his name. He kind of know who I am. He knows who I am. And then in the midst of everything, my attention is not on my phone or where he's at, and everything is being filmed. When we get done, they give me my phone back. If I get mad and walked off because the women are acting a fool, they walk off with me. One of the children takes turn filming me walking away mad. Y'all seen the video. Okay. And so that's the one thing that make me not want to ever live in Colombia. That right there. Because in Colombia, your phone always have to be guarded. You got to be careful where you film. You got to be careful doing this. You got to be careful doing that. If you drop your wallet, it's gone. If you drop your money, it's gone. Right? It is a paranoid state of living because of how much the people rob, and not the people that work at the hotels, not the people at the job, but you got people just looking for people to rob, just riding around looking for people to rob, and they're looking to rob tourists. You see what I mean? So that's basically it. Now, when I go up to the hood court and stuff, everybody's kind of used to me. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. But I'm just saying that is one of the things that I did not like about Colombia is that you have to be on edge. Whereas in Brazil, you're a brother. So, see what I mean? And so that's basically it. That's the difference between the two places. All right. That's why I like going up into the favelas. One, I know how to duck bullets already. So um when there's a battle, go out. I have a place I can go to. All right. And and that's basically it. I know how to get around in the neighborhood. All right. I can walk I could walk throughout that whole neighborhood. Understand? So if something was to pop off, I could just walk out. There's a whole bunch of, uh, and and it's even deeper than that. Half the neighborhood would help me get out because they don't want nothing to happen to me there. That's the difference to me between Brazil and Colombia is that in my time in Brazil, I am able to make that type of relationship when I know brothers here and know brothers in Colombia that's been in Colombia for as long as I've been going back and forth to Brazil. And the reason why they have a community there is because there are so many other Americans there. Um, so I was in a place where his life was taken, right? And there was a couple of things he did wrong. All right. And I would not have made the mistakes he made, but I understand why he made the mistakes, right? And I saw another brother making the exact same mistakes that this brother was making. And so I had to put him up on game. The reason why, I'm going to tell you this. I keep telling people to read the commandments, it helps guide your life. The reason why I don't make the same kind of errors and so why my stuff is kind of low, my risk is kind of low, which allows me to take greater risk in going into communities and trying to see where I can help. Um, is that when it comes to women, I judge them based on the script, how the commandments say I should judge them, right? And so key things eliminate you right off the bat, and I don't care what the hell you look like. Period. It just eliminates you. So I'm not going to be interested in you because I look at you as trouble. And things there are other things that you can't talk me into as a woman because I'm not supposed to follow your behind. I don't care if I'm in another country. I don't follow you. Remember, y'all know I loved it that dude. I loved it that woman Mimi, right? But she wouldn't follow me. She wanted me to follow her, and I was like, "That's a no go. Bye." You see what I mean? Because I know spiritually I'm not supposed to do that. I'm supposed to find a woman that's going to follow me all the time, follow my guidance. All right. And so there's a couple of things in place. So what he did was he let her lead him in everything that was being done. And the one main thing that shocked me was when the woman and the other guys was in a conversation about something he was supposed to buy, and they started to discuss it without him. It was the woman and two other guys, and he said, let me get up and get on in here. And the thing is, he didn't know enough Spanish to know what was going on. All right. And he didn't have his translator there, and they weren't talking to him. They were talking to each other, not him. I was like, oh, hell no. You understand? So I was like, oh, no, 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 no. They're ripping him off. And I didn't know enough Spanish to know they were ripping him off. But I was like, they're ripping him off because he's not included in the conversation. Even when I went, some of y'all saw me when I went in to buy the drums for the children in the favela. I mean, in the NGO for the school, right? And y'all remember I went off on one of the stores because they were trying to rip me off on the prices, right? When I was going off, I didn't need my phone, right? But But when we're talking money, so that I make sure there's clarification, I talk to him and I use my phone so that I can make sure they weren't doing that. If he would have just turned from me and decide to talk to somebody else, all right, like some the other workers and stuff, and say another worker say, "Hey, I got this for you." No, oh hell no. You see what I mean? And so I wouldn't roll like that. I was like, bye. I would leave the store. We couldn't have no deal for nothing. See, so that was my perspective. There was some things he said that was just wrong too. All right. And so yeah, he put himself in at great risk. So this is why I discuss these things with you. This is why when I tell you the difference, of course, this is my opinion. All right. But these are my opinions based on my experiences and what I seen happen to other people, um, who I see other brothers with. All right. And the games that they play. And in my conversations with the men of these countries, because those are my first friends. Right. And so that's basically it. So at the end of the day, right, at the end of the day, when it all comes down to it, we got to be wise in what we do, respectful. When we find what we want, we don't owe any respect to somebody that's trying to rip us off. One, regardless of the country. But for people that are good to us, let's be good to them back. Right? I go there to places to share because I know that they are in a worse spot than we are right now at the moment. But with this president and what these clowns are planning for us, I don't know who will make it 4 years. I honestly do not know whether this country is going to survive the group of people that are in office right now. But I told y'all before, y'all had 4 years to get y'all stuff. I said y'all have 4 or 8 years. But the key to that, I said y'all have as long as Trump is in office. Not if he returns back to office. I said y'all only have as long as he's in office. Because stuff is really about to be effed up. And it's been effed up and getting worse by the minute. I don't see them dang black Democrats who allowed their children to be called roaches by this dude. That's okay with them. Who, when Hillary said they need to be healed like dogs, they was okay with that. Lyndon B. Johnson, I have them N words voting Democrat for the next 200 years. They were okay with them being called N words by the Democrats. But Trump's tweets about the media is mean tweets, and he has to go because it's mean. He mean to the media.
Hey, Navi.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, then that's why I was chiming in. I can say firsthand from going down there and you're interacting with people, you have no idea what they're saying. So it's good to have a translator, but it's even better to have some understanding of the language, which I went in there blind, and that puts you at a disadvantage, not just with ladies, but just with whatever you're doing, period. For me, getting an Uber to try to explain to them where I was going, luckily the man at the hotel spoke great English. And Nabi had already said I already had the connect set up. So once I said him, oh, they knew everything was good. But if you walking in there blind without somebody there with you, you hurting. That's why I've been saying since I first came across this channel in Brazil, one of us men who say we are down for what's going on. We have the same morals and values and goals. I know I am. We need to get down to Brazil and bolster that connection he's already set up that's great so they can see it's more than just him or more than just names he's dropping. We need to actually show a face in these places and show that to change the perception of American so-called black males. And the only way we can do it is to put your feet on the ground, like military, boots on the ground. You got to be there, you know. This man's been in office 7 months, but he's done 3 years of damage in 7 months. It's only going to get worse.
Ooh, Lord mercy.
It's only going to get worse. You know.
And we literally may not have a country anymore. Not in a constitution or any of that. I mean, this dude is preparing us for war where we're not going to be able to fight it.
Oh, hey, a plane full of Afghanis has already landed. One plane's landed in Houston already. A plane full of them. They've evacuated more of them, but there's still Americans sitting there. But they're evacuating the Afghans, but you ain't got all the U.S. citizens out. What's up with that? And those ain't brothers. These are white males they done left over there with families.
Hold on. So if they left white males over there, what you think?
What you think we are?
Hold it. You like, wait. Yeah, that's right. They left what? White males over?
Yep.
They don't give a F about nobody.
Nope.
It's all about their agenda now.
So I'm saying that, hey, I love it out there, and I'm definitely trying to make sure I hook up with Nabi when he's still in Brazil, because my first goal was to get down to Brazil, but when he went to Colombia, money was tight, but that was cheaper. I got down there. Now I know. I've seen it firsthand. I like traveling with him because he be in everything. He be in everybody. He talked to anybody talk to him. He's like the ultimate concierge. Everybody know him. Everybody like everywhere we went, we was welcome. So I'm telling y'all, it's like the ultimate travel partner. That's why my next goal is I got to get down to Brazil. I got to meet up with them down there.
And Brazil, that's my second home. Might be my first home.
Hey, I might not. Don't let me hit that Powerball. I ain't coming back.
Lord. Speaking of which,
I'm out.
All right. So let me say this. Shout out to Brother Roland. And shout out to Brother Elijah. I don't know if he's on here yet. What deposit went to my account? Okay. Shout out to Brother Elijah. And this is why. Okay. And really, it's not good. It's still not good for me, but I'm kind of getting lucky with it. Okay. So basically, now that I caught on, I'm doing this crypto a little bit. And I can only do it a little bit. If you have time, and you have a little bit of money, and I mean after work you have time to follow this. During work you have time to look, right? Get one of these brothers and pay them. Like we had a whole group, we all paid $35 to be in that group, and let's just say I made that money back. All right. I made that money back. All right. Hey, what's up, Myth the Legend? All right. I made that money back. But here's the thing. Right now, I look at it, if you have time to do it, it is a good way to build up a little nest egg. And it answered, I figured out two of my problems. One of my problems is, okay, how do you convert it back into dollars? Okay, so I know how to do that. Okay, what if I don't want it sitting in somewhere losing, gaining? What if I want to keep it stagnant for a little bit? I know how to do that. Two, I could put it back where I want to have it so that I can gain. I know how to do that. The class that they had in the group that we put together, all right, it may be the key to some of y'all. So here's the thing, Cortez Smith. What I've noticed is a lot of these dudes. I've done some interviews. I've gone on their stuff, but a lot of them, see, because one, I tell the truth. Two, I'm not really trying to make money. Three, I ask help from you all so that um the burden won't be so heavy for the things that I want to do. All right. But I'm not trying to make money, nor am I trying to make a large audience. And they are. So they might see me a liability to the audience they have to make. Because remember, they have to be nice to black women, since black women will give them an audience, thereby increasing revenue. Me, I don't care what they think. Right is right, wrong is wrong. Right? And if you've been destructive to us, I think anything that I do with you is ill-gotten gains anyway. All right, period. Some of the guys took some of my things, and I know they will never have me on their thing because they got my thing. Remember, I used to play my organ. I used to play it for you. Remember, I did the one with the shout music for the lady that was twerking in church. Y'all remember that video? And I was playing that shout music. Okay. And I was acting like I was in church preaching. Well, somebody took that, called themselves minister, and now they got a little box that they use to mimic what I did on my thing. Now, if I was to ever get my place, or at the favela, do that again, start playing that church music, everybody would think that I was taking his idea, when I did that way back when. Only I was playing my own keyboards. See what I mean? And so, and a lot of other people that did stuff like that. And so this is why, and I keep wondering, now I don't know this guy. I don't know. There's a lot of other genuine guys on there, but we probably won't know each other, is because we'll probably be attacked by the same people that aren't genuine. You know what I mean? And so we're probably kept separated from one another. You know, and so that's basically it. Um, and so basically, and you know, with all the stuff that I got going, right? Yeah. But I'm telling y'all, you're going to need to get travel. If you got your passports, as a matter of fact, the passports are taking a long time to get now. The passports are taking a long time to get.
And this administration is trying to block a lot of people from giving up their citizenship. They're contesting it because so many
Oh
people.
yeah,
Mhm.
because they want us to be their slaves,
They
basically.
want they want that tax base because it's disappearing.
Right. And they kill me with that. They treat you like crap, and then mad because you leave because you don't want to be treated like crap. But you expect the same people you treat like crap to treat you with respect. That sounds just like the BW.
She learned it from Zaddy.
Oh yeah, they learned it from Zaddy. You heard who shout me out last month during the live? The John Pierre somebody. That's unusual. I thank him for doing it. A lot of people don't shout me out. Myth the legend. Who did you hear shout me out? So I tell you what I've been doing. I've been getting back to nature, y'all. Um, so my stepfather taught me archery and hunting, right? And so I can't find my other. So I've just been getting all my stuff together. The cologne right here, bruh.
In
It
the
was in
trunk.
the car.
Hey, bro, I'm about to get out of here. I got to make a run.
All right, man.
All right.
So
See.
basically, y'all, so I got some of the stuff. I'm getting it together right now. And so this is going to be for Brazil, the soccer balls and stuff. I'm gonna see. All right, I am going to see because I would like to teach archery there. So I am going to see if it would be possible to take my bow there. Now, if any one of you know anything about that, let me know real quick. All right, so I got a compound one. That bow right there is a recurve, and I got another recurve bow coming in, left and right handed. So I got these ready to go. I got a bunch of these. So yeah, young boy. Oh, okay. He shouted me out or what? Because I travel a lot. That's how I do what I do with the cheering. Oh, okay, yeah. So now, back in the day, back in the day, the very first bowl that I used, right? So this one makes me want to turn it upside down. But with these, they're firing differently, right? They're firing differently. Show you what I mean. They put their arrow on this side, right? And they kind of fire like this. Okay. Now I fire two fingers. They fire they fire with three. Right? I fire two fingers. And so basically I want to teach this stuff. I want to teach this stuff. Um, I would like to take my stuff to Brazil. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to or not. We'll see. Let's see what this is. I don't even know what this is. All right. What in the world is this? I don't know what this is. See, I never used all this fancy stuff. All right. We used a tabby. All right. But they don't have tabbies anymore. They have like regular gloves, fancy gloves and stuff like that. So we use the tabby. It's just a little thing that you pull back on. You slip the arrow in, and you pull back on and use it. Now they're using these gloves here, these 3-finger gloves, and these things stretch. Yeah, it does. So they use the 3-finger gloves like this. You know what? This is not a bad idea. This is like the tabby. All right. So they draw with 3 fingers, and me, because I always drew with two, I still I still use the 2 fingers. See, let's see, three. I don't know. I'm gonna do it the way I was trained to do it. The 2 fingers. But I like this. I like this. You can respond to this. Demand that they pay you for the work they want to require. All right, because that's illegal, right? What I'm saying is a lot of these places they're trying to institute slavery again. All right. So basically, what you can do, um, look and see what they hired you for, and then tell them you'll be happy to do the extra work and take on the extra responsibility if and only if they pay you. But if they're not going to pay you, no, you're not going to be held responsible for stuff that is above your pay grade. So ask them to give you a raise and give you the position officially. Period. And if they don't, tell them you're not going to do it because legally they can't make you do it. Now, the Democrats are changing all work laws for workers. They are changing everything, Lord. Ah, okay, okay, okay. So basically, YouTube's been on a lot of our necks lately. All right, remember, this is the backup channel. Think about it. All right, this is my backup channel. No, demand respect. Um, don't let it be a drain mentally. Demand respect. Even in the military, where I'm kind of forcing, there was there was some stuff I just wasn't going to take, and you got to ask yourself, what line are you? Can they not walk through? Well, because the job ain't really that important. Understand, the job ain't really that important for this particular line to be crossed. And you establish that line, and then either don't let them cross it, All right. You might need a vacation. You might need to save your money up, go to Colombia, work on your book there. Remember my TikTok channel, I started that in Colombia. Okay? I started that. So I'm an old school archer in that the old school way. So this is a 50-pound bow. All right. So that's a 50-pound bow. And I'm not going to use all the fancy stuff that come with it because really I don't know how to use them. Right? You got a lot of people that got all these things on their bows and stuff like that. I got a whole lot of stuff came. Like, I don't know what this is. We made a bow, we went out to the woods and we shot some stuff. Or in my case, I prevented stuff from being shot. All right. So this all this stuff goes on something. I don't know what all this stuff is. I don't know why I need this. I know it silenced the bow or something like that, but I don't know. Right? Figure probably don't need it because I'm an old school archer. I didn't need all that stuff. I got this and the arm guard. And so it's something I would like to teach. It was a Zimalu. It's something I would like to teach when I go into the favela. So um so the way I say it is the most High wants you to be with dignity, right? And we're not required to do all that. So we're not required to have them walk all over us. And that New Testament, get rid of that garbage. We ain't supposed to listen to our masters because we ain't supposed to have no masters. If you look at Samuel, for me, it's going to be Brazil, even though I think I would be better off with a Colombian wife, right? But for the reasons that I stated at the beginning, Brazil wins out because of the entire community versus Colombia has women that if you marry a Colombian woman, she's going to be with you in a way that a Brazilian woman won't, right? They get divorced like as much as the Americans. All right. Now the thing is that you'll have a girlfriend that'll come right by, but in Colombia, when you marry one of them, you have children. That family structure is very important, like it is to a Mexican woman. All right. But I am tied into the community, and I miss the community in Brazil, and that's my thing. I really miss the community in Brazil. Because the community in Brazil see me as a brother, and I see them as brothers, you know, and that's basically it. I mean, the relationship I have at the NGO with Selma and Francisco, and remember, I don't have a relationship with everybody at the NGO. My main relationship is Francisco and Selma. All the rest of the people that work at the NGO, they're not my friend. Now, some of the youth that I watch grow up, they're my friends, right? My friends are out in the favelas, specifically the barber out there. So he keeps me in contact with everything. He tells me what's needed. All right. So because I brought so many soccer balls out there, the children got good enough to start community soccer teams. All right. So now they need soccer balls for the soccer teams. So that's going to be easy. Instead of giving every child a soccer ball, I could do the clothes thing that I was doing, buy clothes for everybody, and then get the soccer balls and give a bunch of soccer balls to each team. All right. So now there are cheap ways to fly to Brazil, and that's mainly out of Florida. Uniforms and stuff, it's stuff I get there. The stuff that I need help with is getting the stuff from here to there. So basically, I left some clothes there, but for each extra bag is $150. I can only afford one. Now I mean, oh, let me see something real quick. Check my United. Okay. All right. So basically, okay. So basically, oh, and I'm gonna try to make a trip to Pittsburgh, brother. My brethren from Pittsburgh. All right. Let me see this. All right. So let's see. So I'm just looking at this stuff. All right. So that's all the stuff. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So in Brazil, you can pay to stay 2 weeks in Brazil. You can pay from $15 to 100 something. Now, if you want breakfast every day, you're looking at $21 a night. All right. You can get rent a hotel for like $21 a night. All right. And hotels are really hold on, let's look. Okay. Okay, let's go. Let's do this 10 days at a time. Okay, so let's look at this real quick. So you want to go to Brazil, right? So let's go to Brazil hotel. Okay, so here we are on hotels.com. This is what the one I use, right? Now, just in case you meet a honey, you want one room, two guests. Always want it like you always want it like this, right? Because that's normally what is going to default as. So we're going to search from October 23rd to November 3. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go from low to high. So now while we are doing this, so you can go as low as $7, right? But we want hotel, not hostels. And you at least want breakfast already included. So with breakfast included, I want y'all to see this now. With breakfast included, all right, with breakfast included, we're looking at starting at $10. Well, the $10, don't look at the purple because that's what I would pay because I use this so much, so I get discounts. All right. Now, ask yourself this: do you want a pool? Do you want a swimming pool? You see what I'm saying? So, okay, you're saying, wow, that's cheap. So, apparently, you can afford that. So, that's what a breakfast Wi Fi, of course, we want Wi Fi. So, pretty much everybody's going to have Wi Fi. Might not be the best, but everybody's going to have. All right. Now, here's where the key is. So, you're looking at 10, 13, 14, and you can find cheap hotels and stuff like that all the way up here. Now, here's the key. Do you want a pool? Just in case you meet a honey, you'd be like, I got a hotel with a pool. All right. If you want a pool, oh, they're back. My favorite hotel is back. Want to see how they fix this up. So this hotel right here is $21. All right. This is the hotel. Remember the hotel when Mimi was talking to the lady from Venezuela? They have a nice, that's their breakfast spread. They've been having this throughout COVID, all this stuff, right? That's their cake restaurant. Holy crap. They hooked up the gym. Oh, so this place was shut down for a minute because I try to go there because a lot of my friends are here, right? And their breakfast be on point. That's their spread, right? This is the pool area. Take a look at here. So they really hooked it up. What is this? Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and stay over here for a couple of nights. If not for anything else to say, hey, how y'all doing? What's going on? Hey y'all, they really hooked this up place up. They hooked it up. They hooked it up. All right. The other thing you could do on here. All right. So the other thing you could do is, all right. Let me say this: when you go rent these hotels, all right, when you go rent these hotels, double room. When you go rent the hotels, go over to room information. And this would be everything they have in it: air conditioner, balcony, blackout drapes, daily housekeeping, digital TV, free toiletries, hair dryer, um, phone, private bath, shower only. So, like me, I like rooms with tubs. If they have a tub, a jet tub, or whatever, then that's that. Standard room, double standard room, standard twin room, standard double room, standard triple room. And so this is this room's information. So it's the same thing. It's the same thing. All right. So here's another thing to keep in mind. So you look at 26, and so the cheapest room here is $21 a night. All right. So let's reserve this. So total taxes and fees is $22.20. Here is the difference between every other place in Colombia. All right. I forgot to mention this. Hey, thanks for asking this question. You see that the taxes is going to be $22.20. All right. And that's still cheap. How many days were we staying? Um, that's for 21 nights. That's almost a month. So 400 and something dollars for almost a month. All right. So you're looking at 400 and something dollars for almost a month. That's lower than your rent for most people. Let that sink in. Let that sink in. 422. That's to include the $22 tax for almost a month. And you want to stay 2 weeks? There you go, Zimaloo. But hey, all right. So you say for 2 weeks? All right, that's for 21 days. right? All right. And so basically, there's that. Now, that is downtown, downtown. So you're by the railways, you're by the metro. All right. The only thing you're not by is the beach. Okay. And so basically, that's it. 400. That's like rent in Texas for a month, right? Only, hold on. Only all your bills are included to include breakfast for two people. Think about that. See, these places aren't really that expensive to go to. So let me see my place I usually go to. America's Grande, Casanova, Red Roof Inn, Royalty, American. Holy cow! Okay, this hotel right here, right? This hotel right here, it is by Copacabana Beach. All right, so while their executive suite is only $69. All right, I usually get this one, the deluxe double room, right? No, that ain't the one I get. Oh, that ain't the one I get. I get the other one. All right. So there's this one. I'm pretty sure y'all remember this room. This room right here that has the sauna inside. So this is by Copacabana. This is the one with the sauna and the jet tub. And they have one that's like $50 that has. All right. So that's the sauna right back there. And that's $69. What would you be paying in the. So now let's go to my favorite. Um, so let me see something real quick. Oh, Selmina's calling me. Oh, let me answer this from Selmina. What's she calling me on first? What's that? Oi, Selma, estoy bien. I am well. I'm making a live video right now. I'll talk to you in a minute. Scorial Hotel. Okay, let's see. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go. This is my bad boy right here. This is where all my friends work. Scorial Hotel. So these are their rooms, right? So this is the one I get, and I get this one because of the jet tub. Woo-hoo. Yes, sir. When your back is aching and your stuff too, you know. So that's the one I get. All right. So basically, I get that, and I get discounts and stuff like that. So by the time I'm ready to get this, there should be a pretty hefty. There's a discount 30% already. I better get this now because I got a 30% discount that I could use. Okay. And so that's what I do. I wait for the discounts and stuff like that. All right, bro. I wait for the discounts. I wait for the discounts, and that's when I buy my hotels. All right. Um, I'm gonna come there after I get back from Florida. Man, if you go down there while I'm there, and if you're only staying there 2 weeks, it wouldn't be a problem. I would just take your clothes to the NGO with me when I'm going there to work, and the ladies there will just wash your clothes as a favor to me. So yeah, so there I can get my clothes washed. Let me call Selma up, see if she can join us. Hold on. Okay, let me call her up. Oh, she's online. Oi, Selma! Tudo bem? Estou bem, estou bem. Ah, uh, hold on. Um, eu faço um vídeo ao vivo agora. E meus amigos aqui, Selminha.
Oi.
uh, so, yeah, outubro.
Já voltou?
Outubro. Terminar outubro. Fim
Ah,
outubro. Eu pegar meu bilhete já. Uh, eu pensar em espanhol. Eu aprendo
é
espanhol.
verdade. É verdade.
Ah,
É verdade.
so eu pegar meu bilhete a hora. Pega. Não, na hora, agora. Aham,
Passou muito tempo na Colômbia.
aham, 3 meses, 3 meses. Aham,
Nossa,
aham. So
nossa.
eu aprendo espanhol muy rápido, muy rápido. Uh, so
Muito, muito rápido.
muy
Muito
rápido,
rápido.
yeah, muy rápido. Uh, so um,
Ah,
so I'm talking to some friends and stuff. Um, there's some things that I'm bringing. I wonder. So I have, hey y'all, the perfect person to ask about this. It was hey Dwayne. So I wonder. I have this.
what is this?
It's a bow.
Ah, ah, uh-huh.
Could I bring
Okay.
it to Brazil to teach?
To did this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So eu mostrar para tu, para você,
Ah,
mostrar para você.
tá.
Tira
Olha lá. Ele
tira
vai tirar
aqui.
ó, a flecha. Arco
Ente,
e flecha.
entendo?
Olha lá. Arco e flecha agora.
Uhum.
I understood. You want to kill my president, Bolsonaro?
No, we like Bolsonaro. Tu tienes liberdade. Biden wants us to go to war, either with China or Russia.
Yes. Uh-huh.
He wants the United States to go to war, and he's weakening the military with the vaccines, and the vaccines have been killing people.
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes. This is the plan.
And so but anyway, so we're talking about coming to Brazil and stuff like that. And so I wanted to bring these kind of sort of for and hopefully be able to teach the children a little bit of something.
Mm. Mm. Take care. Please take the go.
Uh-huh. It's a bow. Uh-huh.
Mm.
And so those aren't like the dangerous arrows, but I got some other parts where it is these. I won't bring these.
Kiwi, have you finished the live?
No, I'm talking to the guys right now. I just wanted them to meet you real quick.
No,
Okay.
I don't want to disturb you.
Okay.
Tomorrow I call you. Okay?
All right. Ciao.
Ciao.
Okay. So that's Selma. That's who runs the NGO. All right. So and I wanna come within the next couple of weeks. That's who runs the NGO. The reason why I wanted to point this out, the reason why I literally wanted to point this out was because of this. That these people, and this is why I say I picked Brazil over Colombia. The relationship that I have with the people here in a shorter period of time than what I've been in Colombia. Even though I went and tried to do the same thing in Colombia, right? The relationships that you make with people, all right, is long lasting. And like I said, bruh, if you came down there and needed your stuff washed, I get it washed. It's that deep. It is literally that deep. So basically, that's basically why I would pick Brazil over Colombia. I like the Colombian women and what they're about better when you can find one. With me being a darker man, there's going to be there's colorism there. It's just is. It is what it is. They don't despise me as much as the BW, but it's there. Okay? And so that's basically it. All right. So that's why I would pick them. All right. They stay with their men long term. Colombians don't divorce. They have the third lowest divorce rate in the world. Colombian women have the third lowest divorce rate in the world. Brazil is right up there with our women. Brazil is right up there with our women. Brazil make good women so if you don't marry them. If you have them like as we would say concubines, all right, in that category, then you're good. As soon as you go get that piece of paper, it might be all over for you. All right. And so the women, all these women in these countries look good. It depends on the body type that you like. The thug body type that these BWs have in the United States are for thugs. They conned us into liking that. I never liked that body type like that. And I know this is because when given the opportunity to pick something that looked like these women in the United States that go for the thugs, I don't pick it. All right, I'm turned off by them extra long lashes. Hey, what's up, bro? All right. And so the women are going to appreciate you in Colombia when you find one that appreciates you. The women are going to appreciate you in Mexico. The women are going to appreciate you in Brazil. I've had a relationship with a Mexican woman before she went to jail. Lord have mercy. But I knew she was going. But I liked her because one, she thought she was knee high to an ant and talked more garbage than a little bit, talking about how this, that, and the other. I was like, you're gonna end up in jail. Tried to tell her. Guess where she ended up? In jail. But anyway, so they appreciate you, right? I think Brother Dwight saw her, right? And so, and but to be honest, she was for the streets. She loved them streets. And I told her street gonna get you in trouble, and they did. All right. So basically, with the you don't and Brazil kind of follow the trends of the United States, but you will not see that in the women of Colombia. That's the other thing I like about those women. You will not see that in the women of Colombia. Maybe, but for the most part, you're not going to see that from the women in Colombia. They're not running around and doing all that crap. I don't know about the fact that I don't know if they do that with their nails says something too. Because I met a few women that whose hands I was holding and I got my hand back. I wasn't afraid that my hand was going to be cut off by accident, right? So they don't do the nail thing like that either. So I can say that about the Colombian women. All right. No, no bunch of eyelashes. And I will say this: if the women have weave on, and so they wear Afrocentric hairstyles. All right. Their hairstyles is Afrocentric. They don't so that's the other thing about the Colombian women. It's just yeah, that's the other thing. Their hairstyle is Afrocentric. They so when they wear weaves and stuff, it's to braid in some other stuff. I keep wondering who these females are that keep me care of your. Oh, Medellin. All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I don't even know what happened. Okay. I don't know what happened. Um, hey, what's up, Daniel Porter? So, yeah, what's going on is that it didn't freeze. Google Google shut down. All right, it even shut down on my phone. Okay, it even shut down on my phone. So what I did right now, I just turned my phone off and I stopped using Google Chrome. All right, and so that's basically it. So I stopped using Google Chrome, and so that was it. But anyway, so with that said, y'all, with everything back and clear, that's my thing. For me, it's the community. It's the community and stuff. It's even like here, online. I was more interested in developing a community with whomever I could build a community with. And it's paid off because some of the times when I needed something, brothers that were traveling brought it to me. You see what I'm saying? And so that was my intent. It was never is to make sure that we understand the truth so we can be informed about a lot of things. All right. They try to keep us in the dark about a lot. All right. And I'm trying to make sure because we are the most endangered species on earth. That is the Afro male in the United States, where even down to the BW, the entire the community here tries to destroy us. Now, I can tell you from my TikTok channel that a lot of Caucasians are waking up, especially to the plight that we've had to go through. Okay, so that's basically it. So all right, and so that's basically it. All right, that's basically it. We just got a lot of stuff going on. We are targeted, and if we can't make a community whereby we share information, I'm tired of people talking about travelers and all the rest of this stuff, trying to get brownie points for people that's destroying us. Hold on. All right. So, I mean, and that's basically it. Zimalu, what did you got to say? Right. And so you got people help others and they don't understand it in slavery back into the US. And they don't know that they're going to be the first slave because a lot of people are waking up to what's being done. People Hey y'all. So I think it's Google and StreamYard that's trying to just shut my channel down or shut this live down. So I'm gonna just roll out, right? And I don't know what it is, because I haven't done a live in a minute, but apparently I'm saying something that somebody don't like, and censorship amongst StreamYard, Google, Facebook, and all of that is in full swing. Even when something is a verifiable truth and straight up news, our government wants the truth blocked. Stuff that they admit is the truth, they want it blocked. And so when you start saying what they're doing, stuff start happening to your stuff. All right. So I'm gonna leave that at that. All right. But don't let them punk you into giving up truth. Understand that. Don't let them do that. All right. So with that said, I'm out. Peace, love, and soul, everybody.